Okay, imagine this. You're sitting in a restaurant, say, on Addis Ababa. It's vibrant, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe a little noisy. All those smells and sounds hitting you.
Mm-hmm.
You're just there having lunch, totally in the moment.
Yeah.
And then across the room, you see someone.
Okay.
Someone you haven't seen in like 10 years. Someone tied to this single, really potent memory, maybe from a totally different place, like a rain-soaked moment somewhere remote.
Wow. Okay. That feeling, that sudden jolt, right? When the past just walks right into your present.
Exactly. And that's the starting point for our deep dive today.
Right. So for this deep dive, we've got a stack of personal notes, some excerpts. Basically, it's one single story unfolding, and it's triggered by exactly that kind of unexpected encounter.
Our mission here is, well, to unpack this whole narrative. We want to pull out the emotional core, the specific, vivid details that make it feel so real.
Yeah, and the surprising moments. Recognition, revelation, all that stuff.
And more than that, we want to explore what this really personal story might tell us about bigger things, like how memory shapes us, the role of chance, fate, maybe.
And those other paths, right, the lives we could have lived.
Definitely. So we'll be moving between two places. There's the immediate sensory-rich vibe of that restaurant in Addis, like right now in the story. And then we'll jump back to the misty highlands near Lalibela a decade ago.
Okay, let's drop into the present first. That restaurant. The notes say it's called Kokib.
Kokib means star,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And the scene is set so clearly in these notes. You can almost feel that fine, persistent gold dust, the kind that seems to settle on everything in Addis.
Right, and the sunlight coming through sima curtains, that's the traditional woven cotton stuff.
Making patterns on the polished misab tables, those beautiful woven basket tables you see all over Ethiopia.
You can hear the sort of hum of Amharic conversation around you.
Sizzle of tibs, maybe, that pan-fried meat dish.
Oh, yeah. And the smell. It says it's pervasive, comforting. Roasting coffee mixed with berber.
That essential Ethiopian spice blend, yeah. Chili, other warm spices. Really puts you there.
So the narrator's just sitting there, eating Dora Wat, classic spicy chicken stew.
With injera, that spongy, sour flatbread.
Yep. Just an everyday moment, Simple meal. Anchoring.
And then the door chimes. She walks in.
The notes describe her.
Phew.
Tall, graceful, white linen dress, subtle green embroidery.
Hair in dark, tight curls. And she's got a boy with her.
Yeah, maybe 8, 9 years old. Wide eyes, clutching a little toy airplane. They get seated across the room.
And that's the moment. The recognition.
It hits him. The notes say like a physical blow.
Yeah.
But also, not instantly. More like an echo of a melody half remembered.
Like the shape of a shadow you can't quite place.
Exactly. It's her profile first, the tilt of her head, her jawline, and this dude, like a ghost of her younger self is suddenly laid over the woman sitting there.
Oh.
And then the name just surfaces, unspoken for a whole decade.
Miseret.
Just the name, after all that time. And the power of it it overwhelms the present. The whole restaurant, the smells, the sound, poof, fades away.
Pulls him right back. Pulls us back with him, deep into memory.
Which takes us 10 years back. Completely different world. The highlands near Lalibela.
Thin air up there. Cool. Smells like eucalyptus, wood smoke. Beautiful, but remote.
And the context is key here. A
Yeah.
group of volunteers, our narrator included, described as impossibly young and earnest.
Yeah. Helping rebuild a school after some floods hit the area.
And Miseret, she was the local coordinator.
The notes really paint a picture of her, don't they? Fierce, intelligent, laughter that could startle birds, it says.
Her eyes, too. Dark as polished obsidian. Holding weight, seriousness maybe, but also sparkling with spirit.
And they spent weeks together, side by side, literally mixing mud for the school walls.
Arguing about development stuff under acacia trees.
Yeah.
Sharing simple meals, shiro, kolo.
That's the hearty legume stew and roasted barley. Yeah, simple shared stuff.
In those evenings by the fire. Meseret translating folktales. Her voice weaving magic, the notes say.
You can see how these shared, very tangible experiences would build this powerful connection.
Yeah, the notes call it a palpable current humming between them.
Quiet glances, brushing hands accidentally, long talks under the stars.
All that quiet intensity builds up to one specific, unforgettable moment.
The rain shelter.
Right. Walking back from a spring, caught in a sudden downpour, fierce.
They duck under a rocky overhang,
Yeah.
forced close together.
And the atmosphere described as just
Mm-hmm.
potent. Rain hammering down, air crackling with energy.
Yeah, the physical details are sharp. Rainwater on her temple, her dress getting damp, their shared breath in that small space.
And then the kiss.
Eyes lock. That suspended moment, the current surges.
He leans in, she meets him halfway.
And the description.
Wow.
Wow, a kiss born of shared exhaustion, unexpected intimacy, and the raw beauty of that isolated place.
Tentative at first, then deep. Tasting of rain and wood smoke and something uniquely and possibly her.
It's just packed with sense memory, emotion, time stop.
But, like often happens with these intense connections forged in, unique situations.
Volunteer projects, things like that.
Yeah. It ends abruptly. Urgent recall, project's finished, goodbyes are rushed, chaotic.
By a battered old truck waiting to take the volunteers away?
Their eyes meet one last time, described as a collision of unspoken promises and harsh reality.
Ooh, you feel the weight of what's ending, what might never be.
He quickly scribbles a note, contact details, email, an old guest house address in Addis, presses it into her hand.
Throat tight. He says, Meseret, find me, please.
Just find me, please.
Wow. And her reaction is so crucial in the notes. Her fingers close over the paper, her eyes holding a storm of emotion.
Hope, sorrow, resignation, all mixed together.
And she gives him just a sharp nod, charged with potential, uncertainty, maybe things about her life he just didn't get.
And then the truck pulls away, leaves her standing there, a diminishing figure in red dust clutching that note.
A moment just frozen in time, holding so much unresolved possibility.
Which brings us crashing back. Present day. Kokib restaurant.
Right. The sharp clatter of a drop spoon.
That sound just jolts the narrator. Violently back from that memory, Addis rushes back and sounds, smells, the immediate reality.
Heart hammering, yeah.
Across the room. The present reality. Meseret, sitting with her son.
Helping him cut his kitfo, that minced beef dish, raw or lightly cooked. Common Ethiopian food.
Her movements are just ordinary, efficient, gentle.
The notes capture these little details, the boys chattering, Mansuret's laugh, older now, maybe deeper.
But the same resonant warmth he remembers.
And then the resemblance hits him, undeniable.
The curve of her lips, arch of her brow, that quiet intensity, and the chilling, beautiful, terrifying thought. This is her son.
Yeah. This is where the notes say the brutal, inevitable math just kicks in.
A boy's age, 8 or 9. Lines up almost perfectly with the 10 years since Lalibela.
This isn't just seeing a ghost from the past. This is a direct confrontation with a potential consequence of that past.
A cold wave of realization washed over me, the notes say, followed immediately by a scalding surge of impossible hope and profound regret.
What happened in those 10 years? What did he miss?
So many questions just bubble up instantly. Did she try to find him? Was the note lost?
Did she choose not to? Did that moment mean less to her? Or was the boy? That implication just hangs there.
And then Meseret looks up. Her gaze sweeps the room, passes over him first, then pauses.
Just for a fraction of a second, a flicker of something.
The notes stress the ambiguity. Was it recognition? Just curiosity? Or just a mild impersonal assessment? Impossible to tell.
She gives a small, polite, utterly impersonal smile.
Ouch. That smile or the lack of clear recognition, it just sharpens everything for him. This chasm of 10 years is suddenly real right there.
Filled with all those questions, the ghost of that kiss still hanging in the air between them.
And the terrifying question he has to face, did I dare turn the page?
The narrative answers immediately. Yes, he dares.
He gets up, makes his way across the floor. The notes describe the feeling his steps echoing his pounding heart. 10 years compressed into 10 strides.
The boy looks up first. Wide, dark eyes. Curious, not scared. Pauses with his food halfway to his mouth.
Meseret looks up. That polite mask is still there, sort of, but the notes see beneath it. A slight tightening around her obsidian eyes.
An infinitesimal catch in her breath, like a storm contained just under the surface.
Okay, this is it, the moment. He speaks. Voice rough, faltering, clumsy uncertainty.
Excuse me, you look incredibly familiar.
Her gaze holds his, unwavering, assessing, not casual. Deeper, like she's probing the years on his face.
And then she speaks. Do I?
The notes emphasize this. Her voice. Lower now, maybe, seasoned by time.
But the same resonance. The same warmth he remembers, and hearing it just unlocks this floodgate for him. Memory, emotion, everything.
He says the name, Meseret, then adds the details just to be sure. From Lalibela, the school, the rains.
And that's when the shield cracks. A visible tremor, the notes say. Her knuckles whiten, gripping the table edge.
Eyes dart to her son, then back to him, filled with this complex brew shock, yes, but also fierce protectiveness.
And something else, an echo of that rain-soaked intensity from 10 years ago.
She acknowledges the gap. 10 years, she breathes, barely audible.
Not confirming or denying who he is yet, just stating the reality. 10 years is a long time.
The boy, Jonas, he's watching. He senses the shift between the adults, asks, "Sint not."
Who is he?
Meseret's hand goes instinctively over his maternal, protective.
And her eyes, meeting the narrators again, hold all those unspoken questions. Did you know? Did you ever try to find us? Why show up now?
He tries to explain, stumbling over words, the weight of the moment. He connects back to that memory.
Like stepping back into that storm shelter, the smell of the wet earth, the taste of the rain.
His voice drops, thick with emotion. I never forgot Meseret, not for a single day.
A flicker of pain crosses her face, masked quickly. She seems to gather herself, voice steadier now.
Life. It has a way of sweeping people down different rivers, glances at Jonas.
Who's humming, spinning his toy plane. Her expression softens immediately with undeniable love.
And then, the introduction. Simple, direct. This is Jonas.
No explicit confirmation needed, really. His eyes were already drawn to the boy, searching, comparing features.
The notes are specific. Shape of his eyes, jaw, brow.
Hauntingly, intimately familiar.
Features the narrator sees every morning in the mirror.
Oh, man.
He manages a smile.
Uh-huh.
Brittle, probably. Hello, Jonas. I knew your mother a long time ago. In a very beautiful place.
The boy's innocent question just cuts right through the tension. Did you see the rock churches? Talking about Lalabella's famous churches.
And the narrator's answer is so layered, eyes still locked with Meseret. Yes, I saw many incredible things there.
The unsaid part hanging heavy, including your mother.
A silence follows. Thick with everything unsaid, with the weight of what might be true about Jonas. Meseret hesitates, glances down.
Would you care to sit for a moment? Gestures to the empty chair.
And the note stress that this isn't just being polite. It feels like a tentative lowering of a drawbridge across a decade-long moat.
Holding caution, curiosity, maybe a shared need for some kind of resolution, understanding.
Jonas is watching them, picking up his toy plane, tracing its wings, absorbing the atmosphere, sensing the intensity.
And that unspoken question is just embodied by his presence. Is this man my father?
The narrator murmurs, Ami Sijanalihu, thank you.
Gratitude and apprehension just warring inside him.
He pulls out the chair. The scrape echoes in the quiet. He sits.
The physical distance closes, and temporally, it feels like 10 years just dissolved.
This story, the notes say, hadn't just paused. It was demanding to be rewritten.
The page wasn't just turning. It was being torn open.
Right. And this is where we start to fill in some of those blanks from the lost decade. The narrator confirms, yeah, he did go back to Lalabelle.
After leaving, 6 months later, he went back.
Pockets full of Ethiopian burr, heart pounding with reckless hope, as he puts it.
But the school was empty, walls peeling, life moved on.
He asked around. An elderly shopkeeper asked after Meseret.
The shopkeeper just chuckled, said, Aizash Feringe. Like, don't worry, foreigner. Shook his head.
That one. Gone before the last rains. Took a job in Bahir Dar. Or was it Gondar? He wasn't sure. Only God knows where the wind carries a woman like that.
Wow. So vague.
He searched for 3 days. Checked the post office, the cafe, even went back to that rocky overhang at the rain shelter spot.
Nothing, just the ghost of her laughter in the wind and the bitter taste of Tella, that traditional beer.
So now, at the table, the truth of that search settles between them. You left, he states quietly. A simple, painful fact.
Her fingers tighten. The floods came again, she explains. No work, no choice. Her eyes flick to Jonas, humming with his plane. A reminder of the life she built.
The miscommunication, the misconnection. It's kind of heartbreakingly simple, isn't it?
Totally. She didn't know he came back. And that note he gave her, his email, the old guest house address.
Lost, ignored, or just swallowed by the same relentless tide of circumstances that pulled her away from Lalabella. We don't know for sure.
But now, here they are, face to face.
And then this small detail happens. Jonas sneezes.
Meseret reaches for a handkerchief, and a slip of paper flutters out of her bag. A receipt.
From a pharmacy in Bahir Dar, dated last week.
So the shopkeeper was right. She lives there now. A tiny piece of confirmation after all this time.
And as they both reach for it, their fingers brush.
Electric, the notes say. A spark jumping the gap of years. That simple touch breaking a decade of silence.
Meseret speaks again. Voice low, deliberate. I'm in Addis for 2 more days, at the Ceylon guest house near Piazza.
She gives him her location, her limited time.
And then she makes this offering. Words that feel heavy, deliberate, costly, maybe.
Jonas has never seen the National Museum.
It's not just about a museum trip, is it? It's an invitation, a thread, extended across that chasm.
His reaction is immediate. Reaches for his phone, hands unsteady. Let me give you my number this time. Properly.
No scribbled note this time. As he's typing it in, Jonas pipes up. The boy asks, Mama, is he coming with us tomorrow?
Oh, wow. From Sint not, who is he, to a direct, hopeful question about the future.
The atmosphere just
Yeah.
stills completely. Mesered's gaze locks on his. Wide, vulnerable now, shield gone.
She smooths Jonas's curls, comforting him, maybe herself too. We'll see, Liji, she says softly.
Liji, my child, sweetheart, tender. We'll see.
Outside, the call to prayer sounds, marking time. And between them, it feels like a door has cracked open.
Not to the past, though. Not to revisit what was,
Yeah.
but to whatever comes next.
He slides his phone across the table. Call me, he says. Anytime.
And for the first time in 10 years, the notes conclude, he lets himself believe she actually would.
Wow. What an incredible arc from that startling moment of recognition.
Yeah, in that bustling restaurant.
Unlocking all that memory to this incredibly charged conversation spanning a decade.
And finally, yeah, that really tentative, fragile step towards a completely unknown future.
This story, it really hammers home some powerful themes, doesn't it? The enduring power of memory, how a smell, a voice, just a profile can zap you back years.
Totally. And the impact of fate, circumstance, how floods, jobs, a lost note can just sweep lives onto totally different tracks.
The weight of those missed connections, those roads not taken.
It absolutely makes you pause and think about your own life, doesn't it?
Ah.
How have those moments of chance, unexpected encounters, maybe redirections, how have they shaped your story?
Yeah. What does it feel like when a door you thought was closed forever just cracks open again right in front of you?
And this story leaves us right there, doesn't it? Hanging on that edge. Think about the sheer weight in Meseret's quiet statement. Jonas has never seen the National Museum.
It's an invitation, yeah, but layered with so much history, sacrifice, unspoken questions about why his life is the way it is.
And then the boy's simple, hopeful question. Mama, is he coming with us tomorrow? Just think about the immense hopes, fears, the complex truths maybe hidden just beneath those few words.
What does "we'll see" really mean in that moment? For her, for him, for the boy, it leaves you with so much to chew on about the stories we live and the ones we thought were over.